feels like you're working really hard and not seeing results because you have two goals. You're trying to be an endurance athlete, but you also want to look like a bodybuilder. And unfortunately, those are at odds with themselves, because to do one well means you have to do the other not well. And I'm not saying that you can't be an endurance athlete and look strong. I'm not saying you can't look toned and lean, but the kind of training that makes a good endurance athlete is not the kind of training that makes a strong, lean, more bodybuilder type physique. And I'm not talking about stage lean. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about someone who looks lean and defined and can maintain that all year round without excessive cardio. I have women in my DMs all the time telling me they don't know where they're going wrong. They're running every day, they're biking, maybe they're even training for a triathlon, and they don't understand why they're soft and flabby. But that, my dear, is why. Your training is not matching the output that you actually want. And you think that endurance activities like that will get you thin or leaner just because there are some endurance athletes who are lower in body fat. But the reality is, if you want to look different, you have to do different, you have to train different, and you have to eat appropriately. What you really want is lower body fat and more muscle that's visible through that body fat. You don't need to become bulky or a muscle mommy, but the endurance training is not going to get you there. And I used to be a half marathoner. I used to think the same thing. This is not an insult to your education. It is quite simply the reality that I was actually forced to figure out when I got injured. I am not special, neither are you. If you want a different body, you need different inputs. And luckily, I would love to show you how to do it.